Wow, unbelievable. Tyson Fury is cleared to go back home to the UK, and he beats the Delta variant in 6 days. We got to talk about it. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you smash the like button. Throw a like on the video. It goes a long way. Let's jump right into today's content. Wow. Tyson Fury pulled out of the July 24th fight with Deontay Wilder amidst rumors that he was getting beat up in sparring, wasn't in shape, wasn't ready. But Tyson Fury's team, through sources, put out information saying he was feeling bad and he had the Delta variant. And now they're saying Tyson Fury has been cleared and tested negative to go back home in the UK. This is remarkable, people. Tyson Fury apparently has Wolverine level healing powers. Less than a week, and they're saying he's already clear after Fury has been called out and spotted at casinos, renting cars at luxury car dealers with no mask, out and about willy-nilly. Now, I made videos about all of this. Now, The Athletic's Lance Pugmire posted this. A source close to the Tyson Fury camp tells me, quote, Tyson Fury is currently asymptomatic of Rona, and he has been cleared to travel back to the UK. The departure date is unknown. So now all of a sudden Fury's much better in less than a week, right? He says, I wanted nothing more to smash the big dosser on July 24th, but I guess the beating will have to wait. So he's back talking trash. White privilege is amazing in the sport of boxing. I called for it, Wilder called for it, you see it. Not only did Fury postpone the July 24th fight, which is a matter of days away, now he's back to talking trash after he pulled out for the fight and made a miraculous turnaround from one of the most deadly infectious viruses that we've seen in the last quarter century. Make no mistake, I'll be back and better, and when we fight October 9th, I will spark him out. Dan Raphael, it says, although Fury was unable to train for several days due to having Rona 19, he tested negative for the disease on Tuesday and was cleared by his doctor to travel back home to England, which he plans to do before returning to Vegas to train again for a new date. A source with knowledge of these tests told the reporter. I mean, this is unbelievable. Just in case you live under a rock, let's look at it. What you need to know about the Delta variant. Keep in mind, this is what they said that he had. They said, oh, he's badly sick and the fight is in ruins because he's unable to train, and 10 people in his camp got infected and it was an outbreak. Says, what is the Delta variant? The Delta variant is considered a subvariant of the Delta version, according to CBS. It has a mutation that allows the virus to better attack lung cells and potentially escape the vaccines, which we know Fury didn't complete his vaccine. First identified in India, Delta Plus has now been found in the US, blah, 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 right? Now peep this. What are the symptoms of the Delta variant? The symptoms are similar to those with the original Rona strain and other variants, including persistent cough, headache, fever, and sore throat. At the same time, Rona patients in the UK have reported that some symptoms are slightly different for the Delta. Cough and loss of smell seem to be less common. Headache, sore throat, runny nose. Now look at this. Is the Delta variant more deadly? Scientists are still tracking the data to determine how deadly it is. Based on hospitalizations in the United Kingdom, where Fury's going back to the UK, the Delta variant does seem to be more likely to lead to hospitalization and death, particularly among unvaccinated people, according to a recent study. Wow. So Fury, we know he does not have the full vaccine. His promoter, Bob Arum, did an interview. He's going back to the UK where they said the Delta variant is more deadly and more likely to lead to hospitalization and death. Meanwhile, Fury pulls out of the July Wilder fight, is back talking trash, but he's out and about renting cars in the Cosmopolitan casino on the Strip with his shirt with no undershirt, you know, and his chest hair out and a chain and a snake skin. I mean, this looks crazy. This looks crazy, and old media refuses to talk about it. So leave it to me. I'll get paid to talk about all this. No problem. This look crazy. So Fury beat a more deadly strain of the Rona in record-breaking time with no lingering effects, to the point where he's comfortable going out and taking pictures in casinos and public atmospheres with no mask, knowing the guy that wants a picture has no mask, instead of saying like, oh, hey man, I was just sick, no pictures today. He's taking the picture and smiling, right? And he's been at the car dealership. There's other pictures of him. This looks crazy, people. Now, it is amazing that your boy Ego is kicking the facts and kicking the ballistics, and the same reporters who are being fed this information, the day Fury, the rumor that we found out that he had the Rona, July 8th, the reporter posted this. Being told the belief is that the Delta variant of Rona swept through Tyson Fury's gym. Quote, just amazing how it went through so many so fast. If you look at the Delta variant, right, it says that this is even more contagious, right? They said this means people may be more contagious if they contract the virus more easily and spread it to others. It is now the dominant strain, right? So you guys see that. So they told you, the same reporters, the information they got was that he contracted the most deadly version of this, right? The mutated version. And now the same reporters who believed that he had the Delta variant and were fed this information to put out publicly says he's asymptomatic. And now they're saying that he's negative for it. And those same reporters don't find that weird at all. They don't find it weird that Tyson Fury, people, the sources that told the same reporters that he had this mutated monstrous version of a deadly disease in less than a week, in 6 days, is now cleared to go home and is testing negative. This is not weird to anybody else. Let me know in the comment section, because to me, that sounds extremely bizarre. How can you, as a boxing reporter, your job is to report on the sport of boxing. Only in the sport of boxing do you see this type of behavior. Your job is to report the sport of boxing, and the same people or the same team that told you that the belief was he had the Delta variant, right, is the same team now telling you in 6 days he's going back home to the UK, where the Delta variant has a lot of cases and is running rampant, especially if you're unvaccinated. And this is not concerning to anybody. The fact that Tyson Fury is taking pictures with random Samaritans and, you know, possible fans or people who spotted him, this is not concerning to anybody. Man, it is over for Tyson Fury. This looks absolutely horrible. You could try your best to try to cover it up and hide the truth, but this looks bizarre. Other thing is, 6 days and he beat this virus, on top of the inconsistencies about his whereabouts and when the pictures were taken and the lies that were exposed there. Other members of his team, like, for example, so Jared Anderson, one of his chief sparring partners, is already back training, working with Shakur Stevenson, and he's back in Houston. So he was one of the chief sparring partners. He didn't get sick. That's what you're telling me? Bro, this looks sloppy. This looks messy. So he was working with Fury in camp, chief sparring partner in the top ranked gym. And they said he had the Delta variant, and quote, it's amazing how it swept through the whole team so fast. This is what some old media reporters are saying. And then they're saying a Rona outbreak in Tyson Fury's camp jeopardized the fight, which it did jeopardize because it pushed the fight back. So this is what we were being told. And one of the chief sparring partners is back in action. He didn't get sick. Joseph Parker says there's conflicting reports that said he had it. He told the world he didn't have it. I mean, none of this is making sense. None of this is making any sense. This looks crazy. And now he deleted the pictures of him and Tyson Fury. That's crazy. But the pictures are already out. You know, the pictures are already out. I'm sure I could find it. The pictures are already out because now he removed the picture for whatever reason. Jared Anderson removed the picture. Probably people leaving comments and stuff like that. Maybe he archived it or something. Look, so boom. I told you I could find it. So he was in camp and now he's all better. F.A. Ajagba, they said he was in the hospital. We haven't heard nothing from him. And Fury beat the Rona in record-breaking time, 6 days. The most deadly mutated version. Cap.
But again, it's really, and look, let me tell you something. We tell all our fighters, you guys are fighting for big money, and promoters are laying out big money. Get yourself vaccinated so you don't contact the COVID. Now, you take the two fighters here, Fury is totally vaccinated, and I talked with Shelley Finkel a little while ago, and he said that Wilder's been fully vaccinated, and their corners have been vaccinated. That's taking responsibility.
Anything. For me, it's not really about the opponent. It's always about what I bring. And let's put it this way, I haven't found anyone to beat me so far, so I look forward to the challenges.
We're only 3 weeks away now from the fight. What goes through a fighter like yourself's mind 3 weeks out? Obviously, you've got a week of Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday before the fight where you've got obligations, press conferences, weigh-ins, all those things. What goes through the mind now in the last couple of weeks, through your mind and your body?
Nothing really. I don't really think about the fight until it's on upon us. My most important thing is to get to the fight injury-free, not to get some stupid cut in sparring or injury at the last minute or catch COVID even, or whatever there is. Whatever there is, the dangers out there, I try and avoid all that stuff, because the most important thing for any fighter is to get to the fight in one piece, and then you can do your best on the night. And it's a battle of willpower and a battle of attrition who wants it more on the night, or injury at the last minute, or catch COVID even. Catch COVID.